Hey guys, in this month's Disney Rewind, we're going to be talking about Tangled, the series. So, for the sake of this video, because we have no idea how many people have actually even watched Tangled, the series, we are not going to have any sort of spoilers in this video. We're just going to be giving our general impressions, thoughts and feelings, things we loved, things we might not have liked. So yeah, no spoilers. Let's get going. If you don't know what Tangled the series is about, it aired on the Disney Channel. It had, what, 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Right? It had 3 seasons. And it was just a continuation of the Tangled cartoon. And yeah, it had returning voices like Zachary Levi as Flynn Rider and Mandy Moore as Rapunzel, of course. So yeah, just a continuation, setting up a whole new story and adventure, and pretty much leading up to the little short, where Rapunzel and Flynn get married, essentially. It's like what happens from the end of the movie to that marriage short, as I'll call it, the marriage short, where they actually get married. And yeah, apparently, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the middle, between there. So, Stephanie, how did you feel about Tangled the series?
I loved it. It was nice to get more from Tangled without them having to do a second movie. Actually, kind of liked, you know, them having these shows lately is kind of nice. Better than having another movie because you get more. You know, you get like a whole 24 hours worth of Tangled now.
Well, like, you got to have a deeper dive into the world and into the characters. And, like, you got to, even though a lot of the episodes, because the seasons were still about, like, 20 episodes, weren't they? The seasons were still about 20 episodes, so of course there's going to be a lot of filler, a lot of stuff that's kind of goofy and silly that don't really need to be there. But still, there are, like, very important integral episodes scattered throughout the season, and you get a deep dive into the world of Corona and with the characters. You know, you really get to explore Flynn and Rapunzel a lot more.
But I did like even the filler episode. I really enjoyed the 3rd season. I didn't really enjoy the filler episodes as much, but I still enjoyed the first 2 seasons filler episodes. I think for the most part. It's hard to remember. It was a while back. But and then I think my favorite episodes were always the specials, the ones that were an hour long or 42 minutes long or whatever. Those were always kind of my favorite, though.
Pretty much all the episodes that were
an hour.
Important, yeah.
All the important episodes were usually the hour-long
ones, yeah. And you would have a couple of those kind of spread throughout the season, and those were like the episodes you needed to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides getting into the world and the characters more, I also really like the supporting cast of, like, new people, you know? There's a lot of great new characters. There's a new character, Cassandra. She's like Rapunzel's lady-in-waiting, but she fulfills more than just traditional lady-in-waiting. She's also kind of like a badass female warrior. She serves as like a female friend for Rapunzel. And then yeah, even Flynn, or Eugene. Eugene, since that's his real name. I mean, even Eugene, he has a new friend in this named Lance, who's kind of introduced, I think, like kind of late in season 1.
Yeah.
And like they have a past, because yeah, Flynn was, you know, kind of a thief and a crook, and it kind of given Eugene,
like him and Lance used to go on the big like adventures together. Yeah, like sprees. they were a duo at some point.
Yeah. And then, yeah, there's a character named Varian who's very important in the 1st season. He's kind of like the genius of the bunch, very smart, intelligent. He serves a lot of valuable functions. But yeah, a lot of really good new supporting characters that I liked. That, had there been like a movie too, you probably wouldn't have got to see any of these characters. They wouldn't exist. You know, they would not exist at all. And yeah, that would be a shame if you never got like a Varian and a Cassandra, or a Lance, you know. And something else I really liked the expanded role. It wasn't that much more expanded, but still, compared to the movie, where they don't speak at all, I really liked the expanded role of Rapunzel's mom and dad. and her relationship with them, considering that she's been gone for, what, 16, 18 years? You know, by Mother Gothel. She was kidnapped for that long. I really liked that expanded role, and her getting to know them and them getting to know her. That was really nice. I wish there had been more of them, quite honestly, because I thought that was just a really interesting dynamic.
I think, too, in the first season, they had a lot of more heartfelt moments with them, especially because, like, I think, like, you know, Rapunzel felt like they didn't understand a lot of her intentions for things because they weren't used to what she has been doing for the last 16 years. I liked the music too. The music was always fun, and the best music was, again, always those hour-long episodes. Usually, that's when they always had the best music.
Musical episodes is what you're talking about. Those big long hour episodes tended to be the musical episodes, and you would get additional music, and yeah, you get Zachary Levi and Mandy Moore singing some more.
The best extra songs in them, especially the one in the first season for the final episode, or was it the final episode?
I think it was.
Man, that's still my favorite song.
And yeah, the animation, I really like the animation for the series, because, you know, how Disney does their animation now, it's all CG kind of, and the direction the series took was more of a hand-drawn look, it looked like. I'm not sure if it was hand-drawn.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of animation
but it had kind of that hand-drawn look, like what you expect, like how, you know, how Ariel and Belle and Jasmine, you know, it had that hand-drawn look, you know, not a 3D, I guess because yeah, it's not 3D, because the Disney animation now is 3D, and yeah, it was 2D on the show, and I really liked kind of that.
I think it was kind of weird at first, for the first episode or so.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't like it at first. Yeah, I didn't like it at first.
Compared to
like,
the movie.
Yeah.
Because the same with Big Hero 6 is the same. I was like, ew, this animation at first, but then it's like, no, it's nice.
Yeah. I think it's cheaper and easier to do the hand-drawn, probably. Maybe quicker, I don't know. The series does have a big bad. There is like an overarching, like, big bad of the whole show, which I wish they had maybe spent a bit more time on that.
Yeah, because honestly, when it got to the final season, I don't remember nothing about that again, though, because it was quite some time between some of the seasons, or the half of the seasons, and I kind of forgot about the big villain. Like, I remember a lot of the episodes, but I don't remember nothing about the big baddie.
Yeah, because when the big villain is first introduced, they are introduced in, like, season 1, but, like, for maybe an episode. And then I think it's kind of brought up again in season 2, but then, yeah, season 3 is where you really do head more into the villain and all of that and what's going on. But yeah, it's like, I wish I had spent more time on that and made the villain more of a threat, you know? More of a menace, because it's like I didn't really feel it that much, because it was just kind of rushed through for me, for the villain. But yeah, let's see. I liked, like I said, I really liked exploring the characters more. I really liked Rapunzel, them exploring, you know, because in the movie, it's really all about her and her isolation and her trying to go out and be brave and do stuff, you know, since she's been trapped in the tower. And yeah, the show really focuses a lot on her. Now she's out of the tower, what does she do with herself? And a lot of her questioning if she can be a leader, because she's going to be queen in the future, you know. Will she be a good queen? What is her leadership like? What is her skills like? Because she's constantly having doubts about her leadership and her responsibilities. And then, yeah, Flynn, I really like that because he's trying to escape. He's trying to escape his former life, essentially, because he kind of feels guilty and bad about who he used to be.
And he still kind of goes back to it every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then
he can't help it.
Yeah, every now and then he'll fall back on his persona as Flynn Rider.
But Rapunzel's like, no.
Yeah, I know Eugene. She knows who Eugene is deep down. But yeah, he's always constantly trying to escape that. And because yeah, we're calling him Eugene. He is trying to be Eugene. He is trying to escape the Flynn Rider persona, essentially. And yeah, I think Eugene and Rapunzel, I really like where they went with their characters, you know. Yeah, the whole show is not like just silly filler, you know. I think you can definitely count it as part of the Tangled canon, you know.
And then it also expands a lot on Rapunzel's hair. Rapunzel's hair,
the mysteries of her hair
is crazy.
Seriously, if you know,
and it goes through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's useful through the whole.
I tell you what,
3
Rapunzel's
seasons.
hair, you know, in the cartoon, it's kind of this thing of it came from this flower.
It's
yeah, Mother Goth was using it for this purpose. There is so much to the hair. The hair has lore.
The hair gets complicated.
Yeah, the hair has lore and mythology. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff with the hair, you guys, and it makes sense because yeah, in the animated series, she gets the long hair back. There's a reason why she gets the hair back. She uses it in certain ways, and then yeah, obviously by the time you get to the marriage ceremony with Flynn and Rapunzel, which we've seen in the short, she has her brown hair back again. You know, the short brown hair. So yeah, how does that get taken care of? You know, so yeah, there's a lot with the hair and the lore mythology behind the hair and the magic that comes with the hair, you know? It's very interesting, you guys. So, Stephanie, on a scale of 1 to 10 Mickey ears, if you had to rate Tangled the animated series, what would you give it?
I'll give it a 10 because it's so darn enjoyable. I'd watch that all the time.
Though I love the series, I love the cartoon series, I still would maybe give it more of an 8 for me personally, because there's just too much filler going on. For me, I'm just really into very tight focused stories. That's why I tend to gravitate towards things that are like 6, 8, 10 episodes, because that's perfect for me. And yeah, just too much going on. It's like I almost sometimes wish the cartoon series had been a little bit more tighter, maybe like 10, 15 episodes, you know, really just deep dive into stuff. So yeah, a little too much filler for me, a little too much silliness sometimes. As much as I love Pascal and Maximus, sometimes their episodes I was like, oh god, you know? So yeah, kind of an 8 Mickey ear rating for me. But yeah, I loved the series though. It was really cute and fun. I just really liked being in the world, being with the characters. So I guess that's it for our discussion on Tangled, the animated series. In the comments below, have any of you guys watched the series, and what did you think of it? Is it on Disney Plus yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And the 3rd season's coming out like mid-April.
Okay, so yeah, if you've not seen Tangled the series, but you do love Tangled the cartoon, I think it might be worth your while to go check it out on Disney Plus if you have a Disney Plus account and kind of binge through it. It's very bingeable and easy to get through. You know, you can...
I watched like 6 episodes in one day, like
yeah.
the last...
Yeah, so if you have the time and the interest, definitely check out Tangled the series. Definitely 2 thumbs up from us. Is that it, Stephanie? Yeah, that is it. So you guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.